First of all, whatever we study yesterday in the class, that we will see, one of the recap we will do, then we will connect our previous topic with our today's topic, and then we will start with our class. Yesterday at class, I explained you about the stereotype which was there in the society, which our society is feeling about the Adivasis, and what they are feeling. Adivasis, they are so much primitive, they are so much old, they not want to change themselves, they not want to become the part of the society. Yes or no? Yes. So why they are thinking so? What they have that thinking? Because today also we people are not agree, we are not ready to accept the Adivasi people as the part of the society, and because of that only we are making the stereotypes. What we are making? We are making stereotypes. They only not want to become the part of the society. They have so much colorful costumes and all. They are now, like class is started, no one will send any kind of messages now. Okay? Now I don't want any kind of message, focus on the board. So, because of that, what happened? Because of that, in a society, a difference is created between the, like we can say, this tribal group of people and the mainstream society. Again, I am explaining you, what do you mean by mainstream society? Mainstream society means the main society in which we people are living over there. Okay. Now today we will see Adivasis and development. Now you will see, ma'am, how we can connect both the topics. Here we will see, Navdeep, ma'am, which book is going on? Navdeep, from 3 days civics is only going on, chapter 7 is going on. What more you want to know? So, here in this topic we will see कि whatever development is done by our government, okay, whatever development work is done by the government, what was the impact of that development to the Adivasi people, whether they have the positive impact or they have the negative impact on them. About that we will discuss in this chapter. So as you know, students, if I will ask you all, where are these Adivasi peoples are living? So normally you will say to me, ma'am, Adivasis are living in the forest. Piyush Mehla, my voice is clear to all. If you are feeling the voice is cracking, leave the meeting and join again. So Adivasi people, they are living in the forest. So if they are living in the forest, so definitely they know very much about the forest. Each and everything of the forest, they people know about that. Except that we can say forest and all where these people are living, there you see many of the areas are there where minerals mining is happening over there. Many of the medicinal herbs are there which we found in the forest and all. Yes or no? As you can see here, now we will see like metals like iron ore, copper, gold, silver, coal, etc. Except that many of the medicinal herbs are there. Medicinal herbs, just like we can say neem is there, many other plants are there, wax is there, latex is there, honey is there. That all are the things which we can get from the forest. And as you can see in your city, in your society, many of the time these tribal peoples are coming to sell out that products. Yes or no? They are coming or not in your society? Coming now? If they are not coming, then we have to go for gathering the things, and we will become gatherers. But no one have that much time. That is their work. People are doing their work, and because of that only, and who provide us these all things? These all things provided to us by this whom? Tribal peoples only. Except that we can say Adivasi people, or we can say this tribal people, they have a very deep knowledge about the forest. If in the past we are talking whether the rulers ruled on them, nahi, rulers never ruled on the Adivasis. Even rulers were dependent on the Adivasis. Understood? Listen to me and catch my words what I am saying. Adivasis were never ruled by any rulers. Any of the ruler, any of the king, they never ruled on Adivasis. Even they were dependent on Adivasis. Why they were dependent on Adivasis? Because all of their needs, whenever whatever king is required from the forest, who will fulfill their needs? Who will fulfill their needs? They were the Adivasis only. As you are watching in the movies also, a very old movie if you will see, there the scene is happening कि राजा ने ये मंगाया है, राजा ने वो मंगाया है. They are sending their demand to the Sardar of that particular Kabila. And what Sardar will do? Sardar, with the help of their workers, they will fulfill the demand of rulers. In that manner, we can say कि king or any of the ruler, any of the empire, they never ruled on any of the tribal communities. Even they were dependent on them, dependent for the forest products. Whenever they required any kind of medicinal herbs, whenever they required any kind of, like we can say, animals and all, these tribal peoples were only there who fulfill their demands, because tribals were only there who having that much knowledge about the things. Now next we will see, students, one more thing over there. Before in our country, British were ruled over there. Yes or no? British were ruled over there. In history chapter 4 also we study British time period, what was the condition of this tribal peoples. Now here I will give you two conditions. Please check the mic. Mic is okay, beta. Wait. Wait for a minute. Now the beta voice is clear only. Yes, students, my voice is clear to you all. Saksam, all are able to hear my voice. If you are facing the problem, so maybe you have network issue, you can check that thing and then you can join the class again. So students, here we will see pre-British time period or in the British time period. What was changes over there? If you will see in pre-British time period, when British were not there in the country, Karan Goswami come now only. So what was happening? Easily, in a very free way, they were going in the forest, they were hunting the animals over there, they were gathering the products over there, they were doing whatever they want to do in the forest. But as the British came in the country, British started ruled on the tribal peoples also. As you see in history chapter 4, what they were doing? They stopped the tribal peoples. Ki you are not allowed to do hunting over there. You are not allowed to do shifting cultivation over there. You are not allowed to do gathering over there. And not only that much they do, even they make them out from their forest. And when they have to out from their forest, when they have to move from there, then they come in the city for doing the job, for doing the work. And as I told you already, this is to not happening in the city, their red carpet entry is happening. In city, when these tribal people were coming, they have to do a lots of struggle. Even their kids, they were not getting the nourished food. They are not getting the proper food and all. So now you will say, okay ma'am, in British period, they were facing the problem and all. We understood the thing because British wanted ruled on them. But what about now? What about present time period? Present time period, so our government is only there. है ना? Yes or no? Turn on your cameras. So at least I can see you all. So what is happening? If now in your mind the thing will come, कि ma'am now our government is there. Our country is completely independent. So definitely now these tribal people are not having any kind of problem. How many of you are thinking about this? Show me your thumbs up. How many of you are thinking what I am saying? Ki ma'am, now our country is independent, so tribal peoples are not facing any problem. But you all are wrong, because now also tribal peoples having a lots of problem. What problem they have? That we will see now. Students, as you will see, like forests are cleared because of timbers by the people, forests are clear for the agriculture, forests are clear for the, like we can say, minings and all. And when forests are clear over there, they have to go to the outside area. Even if you will see what our government is doing, our government sometime for making the dams, sometime for making the national parks over there, sometime for doing the mining over there, what they are doing, they are making this tribal people out from their homes, they are making them out from their areas, their own areas. And when they were not allowed to live in the forest, matlab in 21st century also, when one hand side government is, like we can say, they are saying ki we are doing the development. What kind of development they are doing? They are making the national parks for animal, they are making the like minings and all, they are making the dams for the people, but for all that thing they can't make out the animals from there. Beta, one of the boys there, Sumit Saran. Sumit, I know you are artist, but not in the class, hai na? I am expelling you. Write your name in a proper way, then come in the class. Wait, beta. So because of that, what our government is doing to animals, so they can't make them out from the forest. If animals will come, so they will shift them to national park. But where these tribal people will go? Because of the schemes of government, because of these policies of government, they have to leave their land, they have to leave their forest, and they have to move to the city areas. Okay, so in that manner, what kind of impact is happening on this tribal people? Negative or positive? Yes, boys. Tell me first. Because of the development of the government, negative impact is happening or positive impact is happening? Hurry up. Write your answer. Negative, no? Definitely. Because one hand side the government is doing their work of development, but they people have to leave their houses. And if any person have to leave their house, so we can't say that any positive impact is happening on them. On them, it is only the negative impact which is happening on them. Next we will see, in our country, if you will see, 104 national parks are there. How many national parks are there? 104 national parks are there. If you have book, you can see Karan Goswami come again. In our country, our government, they make 104 national parks. On page number 84, you can see if you have the book. And that 104 national parks are made on 40,501 square kilometer land. Except that in our country, 1,18,981. Wait, wait for. So, what happened in our country? Many of students, my voice is clear. So, in our country, many of the hectares of the land that is used by the government only for making the national park and wildlife sanctuary. So, you will say, ma'am, it is so good, our government is only there who will take care about the animals. I am not saying the government not have to take care about animals and all. This is their work, they have to do. But इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि only to protecting the animals they can make the people out from their home. Is the government is doing good? Is the government is doing a proper thing with these people? Matlab, to protecting the animals, to making the animals secure, they are making these tribal people out from their homes. They are making them out from their particular areas and all. So I think government is not doing the proper thing, whatever they have to do. Except that students, when they have to leave their forest, when they have to leave their areas and all, they are coming in the city. So the most problem which these people are facing, that is job and food. What problem they are facing? Job and food. अब ऐसा तो है नहीं कि they have many degrees and all, they can go and join any of the institution. They have to do work as a labor. They have to do work as the who are like we can say picking the load and all that type of work. And because of that, they are not able to provide the good food, good life to their children. And when they are not able to provide them the good food and all, so that time what happened? Their children become the malnutritious and all. They are not getting the nutritious food. Rohit Kumar 6, 8 orchid. So now we can say they have to do work as the pottery and all. Children become malnutritious, and even this tribal people, their children not get the education also. Their children not get the education also. Now suppose I give you one example. Okay, one of the person is there. He do MBBS. After doing MBBS, he become doctor. Yes or no? He become doctor. Now our government will restrict him. Ki you can't do the work of doctor, anything else you can do. Is he able to do any other work? Is he able to do any other work? Because in which he was master, that was the government not allow him to do. What other he will do? So because of that, what happened? These tribal people who are living in the forest, for whom the forest was their home, they have much knowledge about the forest. Just see on page number 86. Page number 86, downside one column is giving over there of pink color. Who having book, they can see there. Just like Adivasi using house, 10,000 of the plants. Matlab, if I will ask to you, ki how much knowledge you having about the plants or how many plants you can identify. We can say ma'am 5, 10, 20. I think no one is there in my class who can say ki ma'am more than 20 plants I can identify. Anyone is there? Who can tell me ki ma'am more than 20 I can identify? No, we can't identify because we not have that much work with the plants. But because tribals, for them their house is only the forest. So definitely they have the knowledge about the things. And because they have knowledge of that, 10,000 plants are there about which they have the knowledge. 10,000 species of plants are there which they are using. Ha, Tanmay, you can do. You are also one from them only. That's why you have knowledge. So, accept that what is saying, 1,000 species of plants they are using as a medicinal purpose. In forest they are living, it means not that they are not falling sick. They also falling sick. They not went to any doctor and all. With their medicinal herbs only they are doing their treatment. So 8,000 species of plants are there which they are using as a medicine. Except that 325 plants are there which they are using as a pesticides. Pesticides means to removing the insects and all from their crops. Except that 425 as a gum, glue they are using over there. Except that 550 as a fibers. If any, boys, my voice is clear. Murli, rejoin the class again. So, if I am asking you about the fiber, so you will say, ma'am, jute is there, cotton is there. Except that we are nil. But they are using 550 varieties of plants as a fiber. Except that 3,500 plants they are using as a edible. Matlab, which they are using for the eating and all. Okay, as their food. So just see how much knowledge they have. 10,000 plants are there which they have knowledge, and these plants they are using as spice, like we can say medicinal plants, plants for the pesticides, plants as a fiber, plants as the edible. And why this is possible? Because they have their knowledge, and from that only they are getting their livelihood and all. But as the government will make them away from their things, they are now not able to do this all work. And because they are not able to do this work, so from where we will get these herbs? If Adivasi people were removed from their areas, if Adivasi people were removed from their particular houses and all, so their relationship between the plants and all just will not be there. And when they will become, like we can say, separate from these all things, so that time it will create problem for all. Even for, we also face problem because Now we also not have that much sense, we also not get that things which these people are providing us. So in short, if I will tell you all, so we can say whatever like development program is done by our government. Wow, I will see. But a video is so clear only. I also open the same video in my mobile. If you are facing the problem, now do one thing, leave the meeting and join it again. So I hope it will not create problem for you all. Now it is clear. Now video is clear to you all. Wait for a minute. We are checking the things. I hope students, today's content is clear to you all. Ki what is the impact on Adivasi people of this development? Tell me, is this clear to you all? Video, if you are finding ki ma'am it is not clear to us, so no need to worry about the video, because whatever things I am telling to you all, you are able to listen the things. Yes or no? And video in evening you will get. That time you can watch that video. That time you are able to see the screen also properly. Okay, beta? Because sometimes because of network and all it is happening, his screen is becoming itself blur. But first tell me that thing, whatever I explain you today, is that clear to you all? Yes or no? Sure? So rest of the topic I will discuss tomorrow. Now we will do one thing. We will just discuss the doubts and all whatever you have in